Thursday recap. So going into the day, we had 8:30 news. So we had data highs, data lows, and we also had 10 a.m. PMI. So going into the day, we had an early close today, and tomorrow is a bank holiday. So a little skeptical of taking anything, but this basically we swept out all-time highs with that data candle at 8:30. Um, and honestly, a pretty clean trade was right here. It was pre-market. Um, but that shit would have smacked right here. Um, Anyways, 9:30 opened. We opened really high, right? And basically at all-time highs, what you wait for is you wait for retrace and then flip to back to the highs. It's that simple. Now this was very clean to be honest. But what what I basically looked at the position I'm at, right? I just got back onto a funded account. It's also a Top Step one, so I just paid 150 for the activation fee, and today's an early close, and I've never really traded all-time highs with while I was I actually knew what I was doing. So basically this is kind of a new learning experience. Um, so really I didn't feel like risking anything today. I kind of wanted to be done for the week, and today was early close, and I never trade all-time highs, so basically wasn't going to be trading anything. But this was super clean on the 5 minute too. We broke these highs strongly. We retraced to the 5 minute gap and then we flipped out of it. Um, Honestly, I would have taken this if ES wasn't if ES didn't take out the high right here. Um, During a normal day when the draw is higher, obviously, I would still take it. But what I have to realize, right, is I was looking at it like I didn't have a DOL, right? This high just swept the high. There's no DOL higher. But at all-time highs, the DOL is just higher. So you have a strong DOL, you're bullish higher time frame and you're going to be making higher highs. So hindsight, yes, this was a good trade. We didn't we this little gap right here was a little bit annoying, right? We flipped everything right here. Nice flip. We respected that and then we retraced down, we respected this gap. Good wick. And then we got this right here. If I were to enter, this would be my entry. Stop down here. And then TP would have been probably 1.5 RR. Would have taken that. Realistically, you could have kept your stop here, but um I like playing bigger stops recently. And yeah, no, it was a good trade. Go break even at that, and then would have smacked. You could have even held for 2R, 2.5R, 3R. Yeah, 3R would have hit somehow, but I would have never held that much. I would have held max 2R probably. Um, and then yeah, so now that I've seen this happen, that the draw on liquidity at all-time highs is just higher. Um, I got that now. I just need experience doing it. I didn't want to take it with no experience on a brand new funded account and fuck up. So yeah, what I was looking for right here is just because I saw this play out and I, gained that experience or whatever, the draw is just higher. If we retraced like right here, if we retraced down to this gap and got a flip up, I would have taken that. But this flip right here, premature, we're at the highs right here. That was your entry. And you're right at that high where you go break even. And we end up just chopping for the rest right here. ES is breaking these highs, so ES still looks pretty bullish, but with no volume. It's about to close in an hour and a half, so definitely not taking anything. It's later than I want, but yeah, that's it for the day basically. Pretty good learning day, especially because we're going to be at all-time highs. Is you don't need your draw on liquidity at all-time highs is just the high that you put in most recently and higher. you're going to be breaking new highs. So you got to keep that in mind. Now I know next time when I see a flip like this and there's no highs, I know it's still a good trade because this is a V shape, perfect V shape, draws higher, easy.